Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode, and happy Friday to you if you're watching this on Friday. It is Friday right now, and I'm up, after 4 minutes of trading, I'm up $27, which is wonderful because the market, I saw the pattern, I was able to execute quickly, and got in and got out, and now I can go on with my day. And if you've been following this channel, you know that for the last month, for the month of May, this has been all about just being consistent and winning small wins every day, and those things are adding up. And so I have 3 losses on the month, 3 red days, but then I have 10 green days. And so I think if I can do that, if I can hone in my strategy enough so that I can have more, be a consistent winner in the market, even if those wins are, $32, $10, I don't really even care, $27 like today. If I can do that, slowly and surely, I can increase that profit size and grow my winnings. So I've been at this for only a few months, and I'm learning. And today another green day. So let's dive right into the charts and let's see exactly what the trades I made were. I made 2 separate trades. So let's look at them. All right, so here we are back in TradingView. No, it's not TradingView. I always call it TradingView. It's TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform. TradingView is a website that charts stuff, and you can check it out if you want. But anyway, this is today's trades. I traded SPY. Oh, and before I begin, none of this is financial advice. Don't trade anything. It's risky, and this is just my experience, so I'm not endorsing anything. All right, so today I traded SPY to the tune of $27.12 and traded twice, 400 shares. Both of them were shorts, and I was okay with that because of the way the pattern developed. And I'll show you what I was thinking right here. Let me just scroll this over so you can see $27.12. Okay. So yesterday, if you followed my video yesterday, you saw how we were approaching right out of the gate this 297.81 resistance level, and we approached that, and then we came down from that, and we broke through this support. And at the end of the day, I think we were down just a little bit. And then these are the overnight hours. Now this is the 5-minute chart. So overnight, we meandered up past this support, past this what would become resistance level, I guess. And then we fell back down and touched this 291 support level. So this is, if I were to sit here all day and trade, this would be something that I would look at a little bit more closely and maybe expect this to come back down and bounce again off of this 291 level. But I'm not going to do that today. It's Friday and I've got other things I want to do. So I'm done trading for the day. Even though the charts might look a certain way as I make this video, I'm not going to trade anymore. So we saw this move upwards, and we can draw on this trend line here from the bottom, because this is something that I've been doing here. And so let's just draw this rough trend line. Okay, so there's one, and then I want to draw one more because I've found that it's helpful to see the most recent move as well. So those are 2 charts, and I'm just going to make them yellow because that's something that has helped me differentiate between my support and resistance levels and my trend lines. I'm running a little slower here because you can see there's volume in the market, and I'm recording this and everything like that. Okay, so let's zoom in on this here, and let's take a look at what exactly we're seeing. We're seeing an uptrend break down at this resistance level. So let's go from right there. Okay, so what I saw in the open, and you can see it in the 1-minute chart down here as well, was at the open we shot up and we tested this resistance level yet again. So we have a test here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts at that resistance level. And so when I saw that, I said I need to get into that and short it to the short side here, back to the VWAP, because when I was ready to execute this trade, it was right here below the exponential moving average. So once we dipped below the exponential moving average, once we came back up here, you can see it here, to test that exponential moving average, and we didn't see it break through with a lot of authority, I said I'm going to position myself to the downside, to the short side of this, back to the VWAP. And that happened. We came back down to the VWAP here, and that's where I exited my trade. I got stopped out in this chop here, and that was the first trade. Now, once we came just below the VWAP, I executed another trade, and down to just about right here, because this candle is kind of a wild candle, and but once we went below the VWAP, I said, okay, if it goes any farther below the VWAP, I'm going to get back in, because this could be a sell-off and approach back at that resistance support level that was way down here at 291. And so I put my entry at about, it was like right there somewhere, and got stopped out right about there. So things that I like about today's trades, things that I don't like about today's trades. Today, I like the fact that I was able to trade this setup. If the VWAP was any closer to this support zone, I wouldn't have traded this, because it was, sometimes these things come back down and bounce off the VWAP and then, surge up higher. For this particular trade, there's enough gain in between the VWAP and the resistance level right here that I was like, okay, I can take that risk and feel fairly confident in it going back down to the VWAP. Once it showed me it had momentum to the downside. So once it failed here and started to move down, I was able to capitalize on it. So I like that. That was a good read, I think, and a good read of the chart and the probabilities. Then once it bounced off the VWAP, I was patient enough to see for these next 2 minutes what was going to happen, and I again set this a little bit lower. This it wasn't that, it wasn't quite that low. Remember, all these are approximate. It was a little bit higher at the VWAP because it bounced up and then back down. That's where I caught it. So I like that as well. Just waiting, being patient, over 2 minutes time, being patient for that to come back down. So those were two good reads of the chart. I felt confident in it. It was a failure of this ETF to break through this 294 resistance level, and it was a breakdown to the VWAP because there was so much room there for profits. So that was my trade today. And today, if you've watched other videos, you know that I don't like to short anymore, because it's especially early in the day. But I actually got a good fill pretty quick, and so that made all the difference today. And I got a good fill because I caught it on the way up. So instead of as I'm watching these stocks over time, I'm learning that they jump up and down, even if they're going up this way or down this way. They do oscillate up and down. And so instead of positioning my short below the current price, I position it just above the current price, which takes a little guts, for me at least, to be able to do. But it also gets you in a better entry. And I found that, I can't remember where I read it, but I read that some brokerages have a tough time or don't let you short on the way down. They only let you short on the way up. So that was a way for me to get a better fill, and it worked. So we'll see where the market goes. This is going to be a very interesting few days as we see exactly where this market is going to go. I don't really care, for all intents and purposes, where this market goes, just as long as I'm able to read the charts, read the patterns, and take advantage of that. So right now it looks like it filled this gap, and we might see it attempt back up at 294.86. We might see this as a false sort of break to the upside, and then peter out and retest this 291 level. Like I said, I'm not going to stick around for it. I've got other things to do. This is my 10th green day of the month, so that's wonderful. Monday is a holiday. It's Memorial Day, so there won't be any trading on Monday. But then I think we've got, how many days we have left to finish out the month? Let's just take a look at this. So we trade all through next week. There's 4 days next week. So hopefully I can end with 14 green days and only 3 losses. That would be wonderful. I didn't trade 2 or 3 days this month. I can't remember exactly. But here we go. Another green day in the books. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're interested in this journey and how it's going. And we'll see how the month of May finishes out. Have a wonderful day. Have a productive day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.